Good morning, depending on where you're at. Good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Uh, I am waiting for my honey to come and rescue me. So I had some time. I was trying to make it. I'm going to make this a minimum only live. But I guess I don't be. I know I don't be on here a lot. And when I went to the minutes only, they want to verify as me and do all that shit. By the time I do all that, my man to be here and I have to end this live. So I just went ahead and came on live like this. Cool. I was intended for this to be members only, but I figured y'all rather me just come on here and talk. So that's what I did. Hey, Tamika, my battery is installed on me. And let me tell y'all something. I am so grateful for my honey. I love that man. I be saying my man, my man, my man, my baby, my baby. Shout out making a stallion. Yeah, I thought you was my man. I got help coming. You don't have to help me. Go ahead about your business. Hey, Candy Cane. Oh, 872. Good morning. Good afternoon. Guess I should say. I guess I could have asked somebody else. I got some jumper cables, and I guess I could let somebody else, a stranger, help me. But I got a man. He can come help me. Hey, foot soldier. You know, anywho, that's not what I came on here to talk about. So I can't. Can y'all hear me okay? Or is this Bluetooth thing still on? Can y'all hear me? I guess if y'all couldn't hear me, y'all would tell me, right? I'm assuming y'all can hear me just fine. Yeah, I guess y'all can hear me. Anybody can hear me. So anywho, so I was coming on here to talk about a couple of things. You know, I had, of course, I know about everything that's going on. Of course, hey Liz, I'm sorry, Kevin Kelly. That's the other girl Kelly. That's the white Kelly. Hello, good afternoon. So I had shared over in the pit crew. Okay, so we all know about the Yusuf situation, his allegations, his charges. Of course, I saw it as soon as Brianna broke the story because she did break the story. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So when she broke the story, I saw it immediately because I saw, even if I'm not watching everything, what I've been watching a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But still not invested, right? But I watches the headlines. I watches my notifications, my sound. Okay, so let me take this Bluetooth thing off. Sound should get better, y'all. Thank you. Good afternoon. The sound should get better. And so, anywho, I saw that mugshot picture of Yusuf, like, however she created the thumbnail. So, of course, I quickly jumped up in there. I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. Like everybody. And so when I first heard it, it is what it is. Then I went over to Pizarro's and heard it. That's the first time people really commentating on it and talking about it. Okay, good. That's because I had earphones on. And of course, I jumped up there and gave my little 2 cents. At first, I wasn't gonna jump up there, but then after a little bit, I went up there and said my little 2 cents. By the time I joined the conversation was going every goddamn which way. It is amazing to me. Hey, Winter. Hey, Stan. Hey, y'all. Y'all hit the like for me, okay? So, thank you for rejoining my membership, Candy Cane. Y'all just be really riding with me. I promise. I'm not gonna get into all that. Y'all know it is what it is. What it is, it is. I'm building up my life and stuff. I'm trying to get my stuff together. But first of all, it amazes me how people, in general, love to talk about everything but what it is to talk about. That's so weird. It's so weird that people rather speculate, people rather accusate. I don't think that's a real word. Hey, Renee. I think, but people rather pin shit on people than deal with the situation at hand. That is so fucking weird. It's so weird and it's cringy because it's like people take more joy in talking about shit that has no credibility, no nothing. People they rather call everybody else and their mama a creep, a pedophile, a criminal, and talk about that shit ad nauseum than shit that's really going on. And that was happening that very first night. That very first night that these things came out, people want to talk about homosexuals. People want to talk about all kind of weird, stupid ass shit. And I'm like, what is wrong with people? Which it does not mean come out and you have to me, it don't mean you have to come out and just crucify Yusuf. You don't got to do that. The man is innocent until proven guilty. Hey, Diamond. So no, you don't have to come out and just hang him at the goddamn stake. He where he at. The process gonna go through what the process gonna go through. But goddamn, if you want to talk about somebody a pedophile, if you want to make accusations, if you want to talk about all that type of shit and get into it, well, damn, here you go. You got somebody sitting in jail with certified motherfucking charges. If you've been on a witch hunt all this time to find you a certified predator, boom, there you go. We got one. Y'all been waiting for one forever. Thank you, dear. Hey, girl. You've been waiting for one forever, so here go one. But people around, I sat there Friday night and Saturday. I've been watching up and on different people that I'm interested in listening to. And people want to talk about everybody else and accusations that's not substantiated, not proven, just a bunch of mouth talking, then rather talk about the goddamn man who's sitting in jail for the shit. That's weird as fuck. That is so fucking weird. And then, but the sector gonna do what the sector gonna do, and I love the sector for that shit. Right? I don't have no problem. Ain't nothing that nobody doing is surprising to me. Ain't nothing that nobody doing is appalling to me. None of that shit. None of that shit. That's a hey, Melissa Scott. Hey, on the Empress. Good morning, good afternoon, y'all. So I don't have no problem with none of that. You know, it give me an opportunity to sit back and point my fingers at people and say, that person, that's disgusting. You know, it give me a moment to do what the fuck I do. No problem with it. I'm going to talk about it. And it also give people a chance to come out and speak on shit. Now, when I shared on my community post, and I told one of my pit crew members I was going to come, but she said, okay, you couldn't be a recap. And I meant to do it in my members, but I couldn't set it up in members right now, so it was on that lane. Oh, well, it's mainly all my members in here anyway. Bitch, I had shared BS Live, and you was talking about this DM this morning. I had shared not DS, VS Icon Live to my members. And I said, oh, it's about to get messy, bitch. Oh my God. I said, oh, it's about to get messy. I don't come live much, but baby, when it get real messy or something real crazy, I will share that live to my members and say whatever I got to say, right? So BS come on here Saturday, I do believe. And baby, BS came on. She said she was inspired by Spilly Boy Live, which I watched Spilly Boy Live. And baby, BS was too outdone because she was saying and making note of how while James was giving his POV point of view and his different experiences and his perspective on everything, how there was people in his chat rooting him on, supporting him, but how they was the at the forefront of slinging accusations at him years ago. Now, the reason I thought that messy, right?
reason why I thought it was gonna be a lot more action going on in these streets than what the fuck happened. Like BS made that live. If I seen it, I ain't the only one seen it. I was fully expecting and looking for some motherfucking responses to BS live because BS got to talking about the situation. Thank you, dog, baby. Hello. Got to talking about years ago accusations made. She was referring to James's Spiller Boy TV show live. Oh, there go my man. Hold on. Damn, I hope he ain't get it. Damn, I gotta make this quick. My man is on the way. Yeah, my battery died on me. My man coming to come rescue me. But anywho, so that's why the sound should be back. The sound was gone because I had a phone call. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. So let me tell y'all. So let me make a long story a little bit shorter. The things that I thought I was gonna hear a response from. I thought I was gonna get a response back from Trajan Lane in response to VS because I thought it was strange that VS would go back and bring back all these different accusations made on James so profoundly in the midst of the current situation. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see exactly what point that served. I really didn't. I didn't really see what point that served as far as because he was saying, well, the people like Kwani, who she said? Kwani, I know she said your name, Deanna. Tracy name. I can't think of the other names. I know those three names and probably a couple more names that she was saying years ago was at the forefront of trying to throw that label on James. And she was saying about how she know people can be forgiven, but she's not that forgiving, yada yada yada. And the way that she went into the rehashing of that, I personally didn't get where she was coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? Quite honestly, I really didn't get what was the purpose of her doing all that under Spilly Boy name, under the mantle of him forgiving people and being around them. That was kind of, I don't know, that was like a double-edged sword to me. I thought that was very suspicious. Then she got into talking about the accusations. Of course, she brought up, of course, that people gonna say, what about her bringing up the John Gacy allegations against Sean? When she went back into a whole bunch of details and things like that, like with the like how Deanna say bag of dicks, the woman's hitting the baby in the boy in the mouth, the boy running away. It seemed like she talked about all the old ass shit around the sector more than goddamn use of shit, quite honestly, which is fine. That's her prerogative, and it looked like at that moment it gave her ample opportunity to come out and sling some old beef sector heyday mud. And because of that, I thought I was gonna get some responses back to VS video, and nobody has responded to VS video. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, fuck it. VS, you tried to get some shit started there. You tried to get the OGs and the heyday beef sector people come out here and talk about some old shit and start up some old spark shit. It didn't work, girl. Now I was looking for it too. I was looking for the bullshit too. Did Kwani respond? Does Kwani have a new page? Does Kwani have a new page? I didn't get no notification. And I'm subscribed. I didn't. Okay, so if somebody shared it, add me on my wall so I can check out Kwani response. If she responded, I ain't see. Hey everybody. Hey pretty chocolate girl. Hey Katie. Hey Kate. I know it was AKD. She ain't leave it up long enough. What's up, music freak? But to me, I was like, now this should spark up some shit, you know. Cause I mean, the only thing I can feel, the only purpose I can see in BS doing that is because she wanted to start up some beefs and she wanted to fight and shit. And at this point in time, a lot of people, including myself, I don't have all the old beefs I had before. You know what I'm saying? It's people I didn't beef with. I go through their chat, whenever I'm doing something that they interested, they come through here. Not everybody, but a lot of people. I don't just have the same old beef, but I'm going to talk with Demetra. At any given old time, anybody I beef with, bitch, I'll beef with motherfucking again. Huh? They slide their foot on the wrong banana peel, bitch, we'll be beefing and fighting and cussing and dragging each other again. So I can only believe because I don't think I'm all that damn unique. So sometimes people do shit, or I think sometimes I can kind of see what people's angle is. Because she might be cool with folks, or all right and cordial, as she said, but at the same time, hey, why not beef it up? If you want some, come get some. Hey, Linda B. Hey, CC. So I was kind of like, in my messy spirit, I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't see the responses that I saw. And when I heard Deanna talking this morning, responding to Sean Bradley, which I checked out his video when he was talking about Deanna. I don't know what they back teaching each other, right? I agree with Deanna. Why in the hell would Sean come out and respond to goddamn Deanna and she wasn't even talking to him about the use of shit when BS came out here and did a whole goddamn rehashing of all the allegations ever made towards him. And they was way more detrimental, way more egregious. I would have thought that Sean Bradley would have came out because he coming out responding, leaving posts and shit like that. How are you not gonna respond to motherfucking BS? But see, this is a bunch of pickers and choosers. You know what I'm saying? Picky choosers. They only want to fight when they want who they want to fight at different times. And don't bring the fight to the motherfuckers who want to fight with them. That's why I kind of lost a lot of interest too. Cause y'all remember they started that shit a few years ago when the beef sector started dying and shit officially. When I told y'all this motherfucker was dying and shit. When I told y'all who in hell left the gate open. When I told y'all doing too much shit around these sectors and shit like that. Of course. Now BS was right when she said the other sectors talk shit on the beef sector, just throw the beef sector name and title on all kind of weird people around this bitch. But guess what? That's been happening. That's been happening. Wait a minute. Pigsty Pen said, I think her point was Treasurer talking about Yusuf, but has all the people that put the jacket on him in his chat. Well, yeah, I think that, I might not have said it so clearly. Thank you for communicating that better than I did, apparently. But at the same time, in the midst of doing that, she reacts, hey, Jill. Oh, I know people pick and choose who to respond to. And that's another reason why the beef sector started motherfucking sucking. What made motherfuckers think they better than somebody? And I won't respond to this person because they small. Or I won't respond to them. No, bitch, if you're in the beef sector, that means that we beef. We gonna respond to whoever got something to say, bitch. I got something to say back to you. Big and small, I take them all. I rumble with them all. A lot of people use those excuses like that to avoid a good goddamn fight. Because they ain't ready for whatever somebody else bringing them. Period. Please believe that shit. Please believe that. When people started picking and choosing around this motherfucker, it's because they couldn't handle the smoke that was given to them. It's not so much because, how are you so much bigger than somebody when we all got the same goddamn people? Period. Hey, Daquan. Hey, everybody. Hey, Olivia. So I thought that was weird. I was a little disappointed because guess what? People still talking about the issues from it's gonna happen inevitably. It was gonna happen that these old accusations and stuff like that was gonna come out. Now James came out like he does and already without prodding. He didn't need BS to come out and poke and shit like that for him to go ahead and talk about the jacket that has sometimes been put on him. You know, he went ahead and just said that this is what it is. You know, now as far as the Yusuf situation, you know, I shared a video last night. To Catch the Predator. They had dropped a new episode last night or whatever. And I shared it because in the first 5 minutes of that, Chris Hansen was sitting there talking about how even with the sting operations, before the Predator even showed up, they done already committed acts or offenses that was enough to have them a felony charge before they even pulled up in the person by ways of communication. And that's why Chris Hansen say that's why he go ahead and just assume they guilty. And I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Now, I feel like you're guilty until proven goddamn innocent. I sure do. I sure do. I would think the same thing of a goddamn murderer. Okay. If they got somebody alleged murder somebody, bitch, I'ma assume you're a murderer. I'm not gonna invite you over for dinner. I'm not gonna come over there. I'm gonna pray for you from a distance, not come put hands on you and pray for you. I'm not gonna go to your house. I'm not finna none of that shit. I can't give you a ride. I can't do none of that shit when you a goddamn alleged killer. I'm a walk on the side of safety and precaution for myself. I don't need 12 people goddamn. I'm not gonna wait for 12 people to say guilty or innocent. For me and my safety and me and my peace of mind, I'm gonna assume that if these people assuming that you goddamn guilty of murder, I'm gonna go ahead and assume, hey, let me not fuck with that person. He's a goddamn murderer. I'm not gonna say, oh, let me go pick him up, give him a ride, do whatever I can do to help him and shit like that. Oh, cause he ain't got proven yet. Girl, boo. Girl, boo. If somebody tell me you a child predator and shit like that, I'm not gonna let you babysit my kids because you innocent till proven guilty. No, hell no. Even after you get proven innocent, if you get proven innocent, I'm still not gonna let my kids know we're around you because guess what? I don't need to take none of them goddamn chances. Period. I don't like I don't like the fact that you even know we're entangled up in that shit. Now, do I have to come out here and just run use the bitch to the ground? Nope. Nope. I don't need to do that. I don't have no desire to do that. As he's sitting in jail on charges and he hasn't found guilty. Now, if he get found guilty, I might come out here and run him dead into the motherfucking ground as I talk about the story. You goddamn right, because it'll be proven. But what I'm Demetri not gonna do is come out here giving no motherfucking excuses. I ain't finna make no goddamn scenarios whereas he may be innocent. I heard somebody, bitch. I had to tune this shit. I had to tune out by Saturday afternoon. Having listened to a few people's point of views, I had to stop listening to that shit because it got sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. Trish, what the fuck is wrong with you? Trish, what is wrong with you? I heard you come on, Brianna, the shit talking about what if he was trying to help? What if he had the kids in the car and he was trying to help them? What if this? What if that? Maybe it was this. Bitch! Who's sitting around trying to find all type of reasonable, plausible motherfucking excuses for somebody charged of such egregious acts? Who does that? That was very strange to me, Trish. Very strange, very peculiar, very sickening. Very, very fucking sickening. I was like, why would people go out of their way to come up with 1,000 motherfucking scenarios and excuses around such allegations? Why would a woman and a mother do that? That's so strange. That's so strange to me. And hey, I know the sector, not the whole sector, but it's plenty of people who think I'm a piss poor mother. Hey, be that as will. And some parts they right, some parts they wrong. Who am I to challenge that? But I know one good damn thing. I am a mother who loves my children, regardless of whatever people think about me. And I love my children, and goddamn it, because I love mine, I love yours too. Okay. And ain't no goddamn way in the world I'm gonna sit here and make up 1,000 different motherfucking speculated goddamn scenarios and wait to try to make excuses for somebody who done some type of harm, alleged, true, whatever, to somebody's child. That is strange as the fuck. Now, supporting somebody until they proven guilty, reminding people, hey, let's not go too far with this because the man not proven guilty. That is fine. That is fair. That is reasonable. Making all type of stupid, far-fetched ass scenarios and excuses and coming up with all these hypotheses and theses and shit. While you doing all that goddamn shit, why not let's just talk about the goddamn charges for what it is, or just say, hey, no further comment until we see what happens? That's strange. That's very, very strange, and it's very, very telling. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I found that gross, and I found that sick. Now, let's talk about the homosexuality part in connection with child abuse, child exploitation. We know good and damn well in 2025 that it is not just homosexuals, not just, gay men who do these type of offenses to children. We know this. It's 2025. We are very aware. It's way more open. It's way more talked about. It's still not wide open and talked about enough. But we are in a state of more awareness now, right? But when ZX is how he is. He's a rabble rouser. He likes to start shit. But ZX is also a damn near 70-year-old black goddamn man. And yes, for almost 70-something black men, they really do believe that shit. Because guess what? It's always been that way. It's always been attached to homosexuals and child abuse and child exploitation. That was always a running concept. I am just spitting and spitting and spitting today. I am sorry. I don't know why I am spitting so much. I am sorry. I'm about to drown my death. I must not have this tooth set up right in my mouth. Oh, Jesus help. Oh my God. Oh, y'all. Let me get myself together. This shit is too. Yeah, I'm spending so goddamn much. I'm about to tell myself, damn, hold on with all that. Oh, Lord. Lord Jesus, I had to tell myself, hold up, bitch. Oh my God. That shit is too funny to me. Oh Lord. I'm like, God damn. Anywho. Oh my God. What was I talking about before I just start spitting all over myself? Let me see. The homosexual stuff like that. Hey, see Oliver. Hey, everybody. So I was talking about the fact that it is a stigma, unfortunately, still placed on the homosexual community for child exploitation, right? Not saying it's okay, not at all. Yes. Not saying it's cool, not saying none of that shit. But when I hear certain people, it is something that is still connected, unfortunately, and I just don't see that going away. And then from an older set of, it not even just older, but definitely from older people, they definitely still strongly, carry those type of thoughts and stuff like that. Um, and not just the older, you know what I'm saying? That's just a stigma that's unfortunate. Just like homosexuals are the ones who spread AIDS. That was a stigma that was held in that standard for so fucking long. You know what I'm saying? So I am glad to see in that way. Hey, Castro, I am glad to see in that way and hear vocalize in the sector that we're not gonna just push that narrative. We're not gonna just push that type of that stigma on people, and that's really cool. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool that we say that as a group, as a majority. That is what the majority is saying, right? But at the same time, the sector loves to goddamn put the jacket of a predator on these homosexual men. So figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Figure that out. Hey, RMD, after that, so, but the sectors go whichever way the mess go. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality. I'm very guilty of that shit too. I just go however the mess go. Now I got my own beliefs, but guess what? I'ma pretty much watch every motherfucking thing to a certain extent. I'm gonna watch the people that put out that stigma and stuff, and I'm gonna sit and trip and say, "Ooh, they so horrible," and "Ooh, they fucked up for that." But I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna listen, and then I'm gonna wait to see, ooh, how they gonna respond. It is what it is. Hey, Betty Sage girl, let me tell you officially on this lane, happy belated birthday. I know I'm late, but I saw somebody had posted or something like that, happy birthday to you, and I said, oh, it's her birthday, and it was already late. So I said, next time I come live, I'll make sure I tell you personally here on Lit Lane, happy belated birthday. May this be one of your best and greatest and blessed years. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year to you, personal one. When some people are not educated on certain things, they become ignorant. Well, it's also a thing as willful ignorance, right? Willful ignorance is the fact that ZX wants to still perpetuate that stigma, right? Now, that's willful ignorance. ZX knows better than that. When I say that older generation truly believe that, and that's what that was actually a accepted mindset. You know what I'm saying? I say that, and it's towards senior citizens and stuff like that that's not in the know, not in the move, not in the current events. ZX is very much aware, very much in current events, very much around a lot of younger people, different mindsets. So he's aware of the fact that that's not just, that child exploitation is not just a homosexual thing. He knows that. But it suits the talking points that he would like to make. And so therefore, that's willful ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And we do that in the sector, we do that on the internet, we do that, period. When I say we, I'm talking about content creators. I truly believe, content creators pick what side of the goddamn talking point they want to go off of, go off on, and that's the one they present. That's what I do. That's what everybody do. I am not unique. I don't think I'm just so goddamn unique that I'm the one doing it, thinking and move a certain way because that's the way. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Things are tried and true. Hey, Bella. I don't know what you're talking about, the names you're talking about on y'all side. So I find it very interesting, I don't think that for the beef sector, as far as Yusuf and him being beef sector or not beef sector, we all know Yusuf is not beef sector. We know that here in this sector. And it doesn't matter how much or how involved he became or how much he participated. We all know yesterday, today, and tomorrow that Yusuf was never beef sector. However, and if Yusuf was here today without none of this stuff going on or whatever, if we was to ask him, or is he beef sector, he would have said no. And he knows that we would have said no. Now, to the outside viewing world, to the outside content creators, hey, viewers of you, hope you feel better. I saw this morning you said you wasn't feeling good. To the outside sector, the outside content creators, for the people on the outside looking in, because of the way that he was visible in this sector, because of the way he did participate in this sector as of the last year or so, yes, they're going to say he's beef sector. And they're not wrong. To the outside people looking in, of course, anybody that's so goddamn visible and so goddamn around and at the forefront and on the stages, of course they gonna label a beef sector. So why be mad about it? Why be mad about it? That comes when you let anybody and everybody in. That comes be the goddamn. You put everybody in the forefront of every goddamn thing. So, hey, by way of leaving the gate open, the beef sector now has predator harboring on his resume. My phone was ringing, y'all. My phone was ringing. Hey, but just say everybody. If I missed anybody in between saying hello, I'm sorry. You know? When you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. It look like the beef sector ain't in a bedding over here. You know, it don't really matter, foot soldier. You know, but that's some of the commentary that I've heard. You know what I'm saying? Some of the commentary that I've heard is the argument whether Yusuf is beef sector, not beef sector, and it do look horrible. When I was watching Conscious TV, I got the creeps. I was like, oh my God. Ugh. When he kept saying Yusuf, beef sector, Yusuf, I was like, I wanted to throw up. That shit sounded so fucking horrible. It felt so horrible. You know what I'm saying? It felt so horrible to me. I'm beef sector born and bred, which I am the first one who say beef sector born and bred. I am the first one to say that, originate that, period, point, motherfucking blank. I know nobody never want to give me credit for nothing. You ain't got to, but I will take my credit, period. Period. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just like they say, well, whoever broke the story, that's not important. Bitch, everything around this sector is important. No matter how fucking small, trivial, non-relevant, it don't matter. Everything matter around this motherfucker. Everybody want their credit for whatever the fuck they did around this bitch. Everybody want their shit to go down in the beef sector history book. Who writing the goddamn history book? I don't know, but just make sure you get my shit right in the book. Okay? Oh, I know, for soldier. That's why I met you at. That's why I met you at. Now here I go. But it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. I came across Yusuf. Yusuf, as far as I know, first made his appearance in this beef sector, and I guess, hey, it is what it is, what it is. Yusuf, quite honestly, first made his appearance over here in the beef sector on my panel. Hey, Sparkle, on my panel. Now, see, we're gonna get there. But we was talking about the black shit and stuff like that. And Yusuf very quickly threw me to the side for clout chasing purposes. Okay? He very quickly started clout chasing through this motherfucker and attaching himself and attempting to attach himself, which eventually after a year or so it was successful. But the moment I started, he was clout chasing off these other bitches and shit like that. That was a wrap for Dimitri. Okay. And that's why Demetria stopped fucking with him. Now, do I take responsibility for bringing that nigga over here? Hell no, because it wasn't, hey, it didn't even last a goddamn moment with me. And no, I couldn't tell nothing was wrong with him as far as no predator and shit. Hell no, I didn't see all that. That ain't the reason why I stopped fucking with him. I stopped fucking with him because I saw him chasing after the clout. I saw him chasing after the goddamn connections and shit around this motherfucker. And when I saw that shit, I was like, well, goddamn, that's not what I thought you was about. I thought you was about this type of shit here. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I personally say, oh, so it can't really be about these social issues and shit. That's what I thought it was about. I thought it was about the black community and social issues. I quickly saw, okay, yeah, my phone ringing. Hold on. Child, I'm about to have to get up off here to come in, finna be pulling up, and he finna be uh give me a boost on my car. I had my battery died. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I didn't got all off my train of thought. But I say I want them everybody to remember. I hope they don't get to say that Demetri part that motherfucker over here. And mind you, me bringing somebody or having somebody on my panel, that don't mean you finna see them on my shit every motherfucking day. You know, this is a one-woman show over here. Always has been, always will be. Demetri don't play well with others, okay? Period. To do something with me is to do something every now and then again with me. You know, it don't mean you finna sit up here all goddamn day and night with me. You're not finna be part of it. You're not finna be just tied up with Lil Lane. You're not finna none of that shit. Never been that way, never gonna be that way. So no, hell no. If he would have kept coming around here with Demetri and kept his head on straight and shit like that, it would never been no question about if he beefsteak and shit. It would been just some nigga that could do something every once in a while with Demetri over there. Okay, I didn't do that. Y'all did. Period. Okay. But people don't see what things is. We not, you know, that's why I love the fact that they're using them terms hidden in plain sight. You never know who doing what. You don't know these people. Y'all don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about much about Demetri because I share so much. But even with all that I share, even as transparent as I've been, even as vulnerable as I made myself on this platform, y'all still don't just know me. And you're not gonna just know somebody by just meeting them here and there in what's the word? Even with these meet and greets and shit and these hookups and meetups, you still only meeting the person representative. You don't know these people. So you can't put these expectations, you can't hang all your trust, you can't hang all your disappointment on these people. You can't be surprised and shocked and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You can be shocked. I'm sorry, you can be surprised and shocked. Because you get a feel for what you think is somebody's character, right? But we only getting what the person want us to get, what they putting out there. You know, it's sometimes when you can it's sometimes when you can see through that shit and you can see through that mask people putting on. I had that happen quite often when I can look and I get a feeling about somebody and I know that what they present ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes I be like, this motherfucker's so fake. This motherfucker's so fraud. I can see right through that. And it's been some times when I just totally missed it. You know what I'm saying? It just further goes to show me don't assume too much with these folks on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know about people integrity, and integrity is what do I do when nobody watching me? Am I the same person that I show y'all? What do I do when nobody watching me? Do I steal? Do I lie? Do I cheat? If I think I can get away with it and nobody watching me, what I really do, what my character really is, right? And it's only in the moments when it's being myself, that's the truest person I'm gonna be. Because as long as I'm around somebody else, of course I'm gonna put some type of not mask, but my representative gonna be the one that you see. As human beings, that's what we set up to do. Like seriously, that's how we set up as human beings. In this social climate, and dealing with other people. So, I didn't lost my train of thought, you guys, because I know my honey finna be pulling up, and I don't want him to be coming and doing all this stuff and coming through this traffic to help me, and he think I'm just sitting here not. I think I need to be looking like word and shit, and like, oh my God, you saved my life, and I just need to be looking like a damsel in distress when my man pull up. So when he come, he can feel, like how he should feel, like he came to save the day yet again. I love my man, child, my man, my man, my man, my baby, my baby. You know what I'm saying? So let me get off of here. I shall check y'all later. It was good to see y'all. Hit the like on the way out. I don't know, this live was everywhere, but I made a couple of points in there, here and there. I hope y'all caught them. Okay? Y'all have a blessed day, and don't take no wooden nickels. Bye, y'all. Oh, and happy holidays.